Livy, Urbe Condita, Episode 8. Inde foedus ictum inter duces inter exercitus salutationem factam, Aeneam apud Latinum fuisse in hospitio, ibi Latinum apud penates Deos domesticum publico adjunxisse, foedus filia Aeneae in matrimonium data, ea res utique, Troianis spem ad firmat tandem stabili certaque sede finiendi errores, opidum condunt, Aeneas ab nomine uxoris Lavinium appellat, brevis turpis quoque virilis ex novo matrimonio fuit, cui Ascanium pardentes dixere nomen. Next, thereupon, a foedus, that is a covenant, esse ictum. Foedus is neuter, singular, and accusative, because we are still in indirect statement, oratio obliqua. Next, a covenant was struck, ictum esse, between the leaders, duces, that is, Aeneas and Latinus, and between the armies, inter exercitus, fourth declension, accusative, masculine, a salutationem factam esse, or esse factam. A greeting, a common greeting, was exchanged. Continuing with indirect statement, Aeneas, accusative, was at the home of, in the presence of Latinus, apud Latinum, hospitably, in hospitality. And there, ibi, Latinus, now he is the subject, apud penates Deos, in the presence of the household gods, penates Deos, he joined adjunxisse, or he added, in addition, a domesticum foedus, that is, a private covenant, a domesticum foedus, or pledge. Domesticum and foedus are both neuter, singular, and accusative, as the objects of adjunxisse, or rather, foedus the object and domesticum modifying it. Object of adjunxisse, Latinus the subject. And Latinus added in addition a domestic covenant, a private covenant, in public, though he did this. And thus we have, in Livy's style, the juxtaposition of domesticum and publico. So he added a domesticum foedus to the public one. Publico is neuter, singular, and dative, the indirect object of adjunxisse. He added a domestic pledge to the private one when his daughter, data, when his daughter was given to Aeneas, another indirect object, Aeneae, masculine, singular, and dative, when his daughter was given to Aeneas in marriage, in matrimonium. The daughter of Latinus and Amata, according to legend, was the young woman Lavinia, who was originally pledged to Turnus, a story that is well familiar from the Aeneid. Ea res, this circumstance, this fact, referring to the private covenant and the marriage, this fact, especially utique, establishes, we have now a present tense in historical narrative, so a present tense for vivid narrative, historical present as it's called. This fact especially strengthens hope or confirms hope for the Trojans, Troianis being masculine, plural, and dative, strengthens the Trojans in their hope, we might say, at last, and it is a hope that with a stabili and certa, these both ablative, modifying sede, with a firm and sure abode, it's a hope of their wandering erroris coming to an end. Error is a third declension masculine, error, erroris. It's a masculine noun, modified by this gerundive finiendi. So it's a hope of bringing to an end their wandering by a stabili certaque sede, a sure and certain place to live. So after this quite long and somewhat complicated syntax, Livy says quite simply, opidum condunt, they build a town. Aeneas, from the name of his wife, ab nomine uxoris, calls it, meaning the town, calls it Lavinium. In a short time, brevi, this for brevi tempore, in a short time, and then we have this somewhat unusual form, stirpis. This actually, as Lewis and Short will tell you, is a nominative, somewhat unexpected and different from the more standard stirps. So stirpus virilis, that is a male child. In a short time, a male virilis stock or shoot also arose, fuit, from the new marriage, to which, meaning to which male child is Stirpus, his parents, parentes, assigned or said the name Ascanius. So that Ascanium accusative, that's the new child, the offspring of Aeneas and Lavinia. So a somewhat different mythology than what we have in the Aeneid. Here an image, bronze image of the Penates, these household gods mentioned up here.